Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special one today. Here we have the 1970 Mercedes Benz 300SEL 6.3 W109 body. This is the predecessor to our modern S63 AMGs, the original sports sedan, the original four-door sedan that has a massive engine and can go extremely fast. I'm going to show you around this car, I'm going to review it, but I'm not going to drive it because I do not have enough kidneys to pay for this car. But before that, please don't forget to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more car reviews. This car is just beautiful and fresh. Let's go around it first. Here at the front, you got quad headlamps. And not just that, you have these fog lamps, like 4 of them. Wow. The Mercedes logo too, it's the same on the W100 Mercedes Grosser. It has this ridge thing over here. It's so nice. You got your bumper that looks a bit extended. As you go around the car, it's just extremely beautiful. The side mirrors over here, it's also chrome. One way to know if it's a legit 6.3, by the way, is you got these chromes over here that goes around this one. And you also have more chrome on this side. The W108 280 SELs don't have that. Those white wall tires too, look at those. I don't even know where they get these anymore. So beautiful. The back too, I'll show you around the back. Just so nice, this car. Wow. Let's move on closer. Got a big Mercedes badge over here. You got the 300SEL badge, and of course a defining factor, a 6.3. So to open up the 300SEL 6.3, you just have a normal key here that you have to slot in here, then you turn here to lock, and that's open. And you don't have a handle that you can pull. Instead, you have to press this one over here. Press that, and it opens like that. It's a nice solid door. And here you can see just how beautiful that interior is. That steering wheel too is so nice. Let's climb on in. Here inside, wow, that nice thin steering wheel. You got your horn over here. It's this metal rim. And to start the car, just slot the key in the normal ignition port. Wow, it fires right up like that. This car is just amazing. Okay, so let's check the thud of the doors. Oh, it's probably the most solid doors I've ever heard. This car has only done 49,862 miles. Remember, this car is from the 70s. Let's check out the horn. Sounds so good. Over here to your left, you have a clock. It's another clock right there. Or is that a stopwatch? I think it's a clock. These vents actually look like the ones on the modern Mercedes. Like the SLS had this. Even the C-classes had this. This is your headlight. It's a bit hard to twist. There you go. And that turns on your headlamps. This one turns on the light at the back. And over here, what's fun about this is that aside from your power windows, you can actually push this one forward and your quarter window opens up. Very smart and very nice. Lock it like that. Over here at the center, you have your power window switches. So that opens up. And you just have to hold it. It's not automatic. And same thing going up. It's a bit slow actually on this car, but it goes up like that. Yes, yes, yes. Over here is your sunroof switch. That is one massive sunroof. The sunroof, by the way, still works on this car. Everything here is original. The seats are so beautiful. And here you got this armrest. You have one for you and one for your passenger as well. And it's so chunky. You can just rest your hand there. Wow, that's so chunky. This car is just so nice. The air conditioning in this car is still under here, which is very common for the cars back in those days. Usually they're just stuck on there, retrofitted. But this one actually has it original. So the way you turn this on is, if it's off like this, you just twist this one and it turns on like that. This car even has the original Becker head unit with this. Over here you have a cubby. You can pull this out and that's your ashtray. Once you open your glove box, it's a very, very small glove box. But as you can see, even this one, this is real wood. None of those plastic things that is just made to look like wood. This is the real deal. Ooh, you can even lock this one. Over here at the front, you can see that the wipers, if you turn it, it opens to the left and right. Amazing. As you drive this car, that hood star will guide you down the road, and that's a massive hood star. The visibility in this car too is just amazing. The pillars are very thin, the quarter panels are very nice. Just so nice. Gonna give it a rev. That M100 V8 is just amazing. That sounds glorious. Wow. Now let's go on and check the over here at the back. Same thing, you don't have a handle, you just press this one. And when you see the back, look how beautiful it is as well. You even got headrests on these. Most 1970s cars don't even have a headrest. So let's go and climb on in. Wow, those seats are so soft. They're just like the front. You got so much leg room in here. There's even a recess over here. And let's go and close the door. That is incredibly solid. It's so quiet in this car. Here you'll see you got wood, and this is real wood. Got a nice door card, nice chrome on the way. Of course, you have your ashtray, mandatory in the 70s. And this is where your power window switches. Got a nice armrest over here and a nice handle. And what's interesting about this is that, look at these grab handles. They're so big, they're so long. You even have a map light over here. Wow, even that works. In the center, you have a huge armrest that's so damn thick. I don't even know how you close this. I don't even want to risk closing this. But yes, once this is folded, this car is extremely wide, and fitting 3 people here is no problem at all. The center tunnel is also not that wide, so you can really fit so much people in here. This car is so amazing. At the back of the 300SEL 6.3, first you have this huge Mercedes badge. This is way bigger than any other Mercedes I've seen. You got a nice chrome strip over here, another long strip that goes all the way across. And these things, they're even chrome, the ones for the lights for the plate number. Got a nice 300SEL badge. Now the reason that there's an underline over here is cost cutting on Mercedes' part. So they didn't have to manufacture and stick each and individual one of those. So they just put this one manufacturing, one time to stick it. Over here at the right side, you got your 6.3 badge, and this changes everything. This is a game changer right here. To open it up, just press this one right here. It goes up like that. And as you can see in here, it doesn't really open up that wide. And you even have your spare tire over here. It's not under. This one even has the original jack right here. There's just so much space in here. You can even fit a body in here. Which, if you were the owner of one of these back in the day, back in the 70s, you probably had the power to do that and get away with it. So to open up the engine of this 300SEL 6.3, you pull the latch inside. Then over here, you can press this. And it lifts up like that. Under the hood, you're greeted with this M100. This is the legitimate 6.3 liter M100 engine. The same one they use in the Mercedes Benz 600 Grosser, the W100 body. And as you can see, that is just massive. They just shoehorned this thing inside there. They saw that the 600 was big and heavy, but they had a nice engine. So they decided to, why not put it in a lighter car? And that's what they did with this. You're gonna rev it now. Wow, listen to that. Magnificent engine. Since this car has air suspension, you can actually use this push-pull rod to increase or decrease the ride height of the car. And you can also use it to lock it. We're gonna accelerate this car now. And 3, 2, 1, go. Wow. For a 1970 car, this was the fastest four-door sedan when it was released. Those S63s, those modern S63s have nothing on this car. I wouldn't call it blazingly fast, but damn, for that era, this car is amazing. This car is just the best. So riding here at the back of the 1970 Mercedes Benz 300SEL 6.3. Now, this is a W109. W109 because number one, it's a long wheelbase, and number two, it's called a 6.3 because it has a proper 6.3 liter engine. This is the predecessor to your modern S63 AMG, where they put a big engine in a regular sedan. But what's different about this car is that it's an actual 6.3 liter. The S63 AMG is actually just a 6.2 liter. This one, it's legit. Now, sitting here at the back, you got so much legroom. All the finishes, the chrome, the wood, and even the door cards, the leather on this is just exquisite. Sitting here, you feel like a dictator or a high-level dignitary from the 70s. You have a chauffeur to drive you around. As you go over bumps, you barely feel it at all because this one, the W109, had air suspension. The W108, which are the short wheelbase ones, or the 280 SEL ones, which are long wheelbase but had the smaller engine, only had regular suspension. What's cool about this as well is that you got headrest, which is very uncommon for the sedans back in those days. Every single second I spend on this car is just pure bliss. This experience can probably only be rivaled by the W100 Mercedes Benz 600 Crosser. I thought my W140 was comfortable. Everything about comfort has just been rewritten to me with this car. First and probably the last time I'll be able to ride this car. What an experience. If you like this video, please don't forget to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more car reviews.